found the Decorating Podcast, hosted by two decorators and a microphone.
Well, we're back. We're on our second podcast. We've decided that, we've had a good response from the first one.
Good enough.
Well, good enough,
That's all of 3 people telling us this is all right.
So we thought, for you 3.
Yeah, for the 3 people that enjoyed the first one, welcome back to the second one.
Thanks for your support.
Yeah, always enjoy it. The more and more we can do this, less and less we have tied down to other commitments.
Good word, Rye. I like what you said there. Yeah, so
it's another one of these. I think these podcasts are going to just get better as you each episode they'll just get a bit better, because towards the end of it we'll know that more important people are dropping out listening. People that we don't want to hear when we talk shit about them are going to stop listening.
We're not going to talk shit about anybody, are we?
Might hear some juicy gossip towards the end.
Who are we going to... Well, come on then. Now you've got...
No, I can't say it now, because those important people that I was on about are still listening. We got to wait for them to get bored and fuck off, and then we can start talking the real shit.
Ryan, nobody important is listening to this crap.
Yeah,
trust me.
That's what I mean. I'm hoping that they'll listen to this is shit, and then turn it off for
they
a
won't.
bit.
I
just want some boring decorators to listen while they're on site. And,
exactly. Well, yeah, we don't need any... Well, no one with any importance or any sense will be listening to this drivel.
Exactly.
So, what do we know? What have we done?
Well, done the Saturday, Sunday, Monday jobbo, which is always fun.
For Paint Shack, for Colin from Paint Shack.
Colin from Paint Shack.
Somebody did message. I don't know. Someone left a message. Is the Paint Shack on the internet? Yes, they are.
Yeah.
You can
Good
definitely
deals online too, and you can call them up. They're always there.
Let me. I haven't got his number, have I? No.
But paintshack.co.uk, innit?
Yep. You can order online.
Google Paint Shack. You know how to use the internet.
What are you talking to me?
Yeah, I'm talking to you. You definitely know how to use the internet.
No, also, when you order online, you do get a few little surprises in the...
Yeah, you get a little treat in there. If you,
we can't commit... We can't tell them what they are.
Or don't let us... or something like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was worthwhile ordering from them. Always big up Paint Shack. And you know that's us saying it, because we're not sponsored by anyone. Unlike the radio show where we have to shout out. Brewers, but...
Osmo.
Yeah, our closest Brewers is, 30-odd mile away? Reading, innit?
Yeah, we had this. Did we not have this conversation in the last podcast?
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all right. Did we or not? I can't remember.
We probably did. We might have had it on. No, I don't think we definitely did.
We've got a Cane Adam, which are part of Brewers. So
we like the Cane Adam a lot.
Well, we like them. We don't like their prices.
Yeah, the prices are always a bit of a fight. And I got quite annoyed today because I rolled in there after work to get those White Dove rollers that I'd ordered on Friday.
12-inch.
Yeah,
they were cheap as well.
Yeah. She said they were cheap. What were...
$7.52 or something for a 12-inch.
Okay, yeah, no, because it was 13 all in or something, 13 something all in.
Yeah,
but I discovered on the weekend, it was Sunday, I think, yesterday. I was in a bit of a pinch. I needed another scuttle and another 12-inch roller, because the thing is that I've only just started going out and doing jobs on my own. Normally, I've got Dad and his 3 sheds full of tools to fall back on, but I've got to rely on all my own gear now. So I went out and bought another scuttle, kettle, and roller, and bought one of the Hamilton Perfection medium pile, the green ones.
Yeah.
Beautiful, mate. They're much better than Purdy ones are, by a long shot.
What? Than a White Dove?
Yeah.
You love them?
Yeah, I do. That's what I mean. I like the White Doves, but those are much better. They hold more paint, go further, and they leave just as good a finish, if not better.
Well, if you're an old boy like me, I don't ever think you can beat a sheepskin roller. Sheep's
wool.
Yeah.
Merino's the new word for it.
Fucking hell, they're expensive as well, aren't they?
No, I've never used one.
No, they're lovely. But
yeah.
So you're going to move from White Dove now, eh?
I'm not going to move over because I've got 2 brand new rollers sat in the van now, so I've got to either shag them out pretty hard, just leave them and use them hard and put them away wet.
So
sort of thing.
What we're trying to say is everything must go. We've got a sale on 2 White Doves. If you want them,
as long as I recoup my $7.50 off of them, I'll be all right.
Plus postage
and VAT.
No,
this is a 40% VAT.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So yeah, if you want 2 White Doves, Ryan's the person to come and see.
Yeah, I can replace them then with the Hamiltons. But I said that Colin rocked up today, and the other decorator that was there, Seb, and I said, oh yeah, I told him about the same thing. He goes, what? Do you not use them already? And I'm like, no. He goes, oh, I discovered that years ago. And I'm just like, oh, well, thanks for telling me, mate.
Well, see, this is the ideal reason for a podcast.
Yeah.
is to get the old information out there,
But
so we all know.
That's also one of the good things I like about going and working with other decorators, is that I kind of learn a different bit, because me and you can get stuck in our ways a bit, because I've only learnt from you.
Well, this is why I told you about 18 months ago to go and work with...
Don't. No.
Oh dear, look.
Yeah, no. We forget about that job as best we can.
Well, it's quite an interesting job.
Yeah, for you didn't have to go there.
Painting rooms with no windows in,
Yeah.
cutting the walls in twice.
Rolling them once.
You know, it's all...
I like coating up walls where you get to where the window is and there's just a giant, great fucking gaping hole in the wall. No reveals, no window sills, nothing.
Wow.
Using oil-based when it's snowy outside.
See?
Yeah.
It's character building.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever, bar from that job, seen oil freeze over on the top.
Ah, well. But now, allow at least you're somewhere learning properly.
Yeah, exactly. Someone who knows what he's doing. I used to be a decorator, then turned into a builder, and now I'm a decorator again. Oh, yeah, right, mate. Fair enough.
Anyway,
Yeah.
I think we said too much there.
He wouldn't listen anyway.
You don't know.
No, I definitely know.
So, we have a cough.
Am I going to
No,
be the only one talking
you
and coming up with
just
topics?
looked at me like you were worn out. There's a big sigh,
I am worn out. I've been working since last bloody Wednesday.
See, those were the days.
Yeah, what, when you actually done any work?
I'll tell you what, I've put my fair share of shifts in. I can tell you. I can tell you.
Yeah, you're taking them back now, aren't you?
I can tell you, young man. Right.
Well, we can talk about educating customers, because the woman that comes in who is on this job now, I think last episode I said that they kicked off the last decorators. 2 years this extension's been taken.
Yeah.
You can see why they kicked them off, because it's shocking.
Yeah. Well, the decorating.
Yeah, the
You sent me the pictures of the granite worktop being held up by those angle brackets.
Yeah, cheap old plasticky angle brackets.
Was jank.
Yeah. But I educate her now. Every single time she comes in, I tell her something else about decorating. I told her about metamarism.
You love that, don't you?
Yeah, I love that. And then she came in today, and I told her about colour temperatures and stuff like that, because they've got this little, like, cosy room.
Yeah.
It's got really white lights in it, and I said, what you want to do? I said, find a bit of a lower wattage and a bit of a higher colour temperature, and you'll be spot on there. She's like, what? And I told her all about colour temperature, and then she came in with her old man today, just as I was packing up, and it's amphibian on the walls. So, you know, it'll take a beating. Bearing in mind, I did do a little test of this before I showed her, because I didn't want to look like a complete tit. But I grabbed a damp rag, and walked up and said, oh, look at this. And I properly, like, you know, when you lean against it, scrubbing this wall, and pulled the rag off, and there was nothing there. I said, we'll have a chat for 5 minutes, then we'll look at it when the water's dried off. I even took the one thing I tell customers not to do, which is look down the side of the wall. I even let her look down the side of the wall. I said, look, no marks, nothing's come off. And I said, that's one coat of amphibian. I said, you've got 2 around the rest of the house. I said, you know, do whatever you want to them.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was really impressed with that.
So what was wrong with the other decorators then? What have they done wrong?
Just shoddy work. Just like, you know...
Yeah, but were they decorators? Or...
I don't know. I think we're going there as remedial, but judging by the state of the plastering, if they got decorators in that are like those plasterers, then granted, all trail monkeys are chancers and don't know what they're doing. There's one in Alton that we like following. But
no, there's 2.
These are awful.
4 marks is the Fords.
Oh yeah, 40s.
So they're all right.
Yeah, they're all right.
But I do agree with Ryan.
Yeah, it's a very limited
spreads are getting. Good spreads are getting fewer and far between. I don't know if you found the same thing, but they are getting...
Well, I asked on one of the forums about that, and on Southern Decorators, and I said, you know, is it just a recent thing, or have they always been shite?
No,
and they said 1995, that was the year where they turned. I don't know what happened in 1995.
Well, I think the plaster changed, didn't it?
Don't know. I was born in 1995.
That's why... There we go. This is why spray plastering's coming in, from what I've heard. Spray plastering, that's easy for you to say. Spray plastering is coming in because they've took the gypsum out of the multi-finish.
Yeah, they were...
And ever since then, it's been crap. It's not been as easy to work with. That's what I got told.
Yeah, no, that's right, actually, because I've heard about, like, gypsum deposits are running low.
So maybe that's why baby plasters haven't got worse. Maybe their material... Talk about a bad tradesman and all that, but maybe that's what it is.
Yeah, I mean, that's
the plaster is not as good as it used to be.
To a certain point, like when we used that bloody Dulux diamond mat, like that was, I left that and I wasn't happy about how that job looked because it's just awful to use.
Anybody else use that? Let me know. Make a comment. It's absolute. Well, we find it.
Yeah,
There's definitely an.
we might not have watered it down enough because I do hear that you need to water it down a lot, but
you can't play. You can't roll over it again. You can't play with it. You just got.
You don't have a lot of playtime with it, even with a bit of Floetrol and a bit of
But
water in there.
again, why would you use Diamond Matte when it's more expensive and not
you have
as
issues
scrubbable
like that.
as amphiboline?
Yeah,
So an amphiboline, it's bulletproof.
yeah, literally, it is. It's amazing.
Another Paint Shack advert.
Another tick to Paint Shack.
Yeah, no, but the trouble is when you find a good product and it does everything you want it to do, then you feel like you need to tell people.
Yeah, and the thing is that we don't. It's not as if we only ever talk about that. Like we do talk. If other stuff's good, I will always mention it because I'm not one of those people that this is my team. This is who I'm always going to use for everything. It's if that's good, I'll say it's good. But if it's shit, I'm going to say it's shit.
But no, we it's definitely going back to the plastering because we got a bit sidetracked there about paint. But yeah, I think that's why it's not as good.
Yeah, they don't have as good materials to use.
So hopefully a few more people will get into spray plastering. I said it properly then without tripping over my tongue. We'll get into spray plastering and it'll take off because
you said it right twice there. Well
I'm just showing off now.
Maybe we need to get into display. Hey, I've done it there. Spray
Wanker.
plastering. Fuck off.
See? That's really easy. Yeah, you see, when you relax, it's very hard to say.
I'm far too relaxed.
But no, we need to. I think we might need to. But it's fun in the course. I know Canaf, they do one. But yeah, I think it's something definitely that's going to be. I think that's the next big thing on the horizon after the spraying sort of taken off now.
You imagine that though, especially like going into a job and you just like, yeah, I'll take it from plasterboard to finished paintwork.
You laugh, don't you?
Yeah, just fuck off for about 3 or 4 weeks. Leave me alone on this job, and I'll have it up to scratch. Like you wouldn't say no to that.
It is like I say, there is an opportunity there definitely to be seized upon. I know there's a few specs going around for new builds. That's what they're specking is spray plaster and then decorated. So yeah, I think that's the way forward for the future. Being a Mystic Meg there. So yeah.
Do you want me to carry on talking and come up with something else?
Yeah, but if you could.
Dad has literally been doing nothing all day.
No, I've been putting together a YouTube video actually about
some useless wank, probably.
No, about quoting online, so you can do your quotes, your invoices, and everything else. Yeah, well, of course it's boring for you because all you are is a fucking brush monkey.
All I do is make you fucking money.
Well, you're not at the moment, are you? Because you're working for Colin, so
yeah, you'll probably still try and get some of it out of me. Yeah, to be fair, we've got.
I'm very good to you, so shut up.
Shall we get into this on the podcast, or shall we not? Did I say the story about finding out about the price of the fleet job? Last week.
Oh, I thought you was on about the one
the Christmas one? See, that's what I mean. There's a chain of
Ryan,
these things. We've got
listen.
a couple of episodes of podcasts and Dad just fucking me over with money.
No, Dad doesn't fuck you over. Dad asks you what you want. You tell me, and then
Dad asks me what I want.
Wanker.
I kind of give a price, and he just does the, oh yeah, I don't know, mate. And I go, all right, well, I'll drop another 100 quid off it, and I'm all right. And then he's, oh yeah, all right, I'm happy with that. And then find out that he's made probably a good 60-70% of whatever I put in. So this job in Fleet, communal Hull Staring Landing.
You were given...
Right. How much do you want for it? I said the price, and I thought it was half decent price.
It was a good price.
Materials on there as well. So I said, what did I say? $12.70 for a 3-story communal Hull Staring Landing. All the doors in it. It wasn't a huge thing.
No, you got more for that because I paid your fuel as well. You ended up at 30.
Sorry, yeah.
You better actually think before you start. We better not.
Bearing in mind, this is the man that was reduced my day rate because you need to lift into work, so I need some money for fuel. There's a $5 off your day rate.
Look, easy, Tiger. Before we start this, all I'm thinking is perhaps we better not discuss this on a podcast because a tax man might be listening. I'm just thinking of you, right?
This was all through the books. I'm not the one that's being investigated by the old humorous.
Oh, fucking hell, yeah. Have you ever had an investigation by the tax man? Well, that's another story, actually. isn't it?
Let's finish this one first.
No, let's let's talk about my story about the tax investigation.
Walked into this Foreshadowing landing.
Lift your mic up.
Oh,
I can't
sorry.
hear you.
Hello.
That's it.
The dad's doing
doing
like a I want a drink sort of thing, like tipping a cup back into his mouth. I'm not sure what that is.
Well,
anyway, we walked into this Horse Landing.
Are we still on about this fucking Horse Landing?
Just coming to snag it. Just there was a couple of little touch-up bits to do, and I turn around. I see a sign on the door.
God,
so what? What was
hang
it?
on a minute.
Even with your thing.
Hang on a minute. Hold on.
13,
Well,
20.
before you carry on, anybody listening, you might want to go and get a tissue because there are going to be some tears.
Yeah, after I punch you in the fucking mouth. So
come on,
13.20.
because I'm going to start
even
crying.
With your 50 quid worth of fuel.
No, I'll give you 150 quid's worth of fuel.
No, you didn't.
Didn't I?
No.
Oh, I worked
There's
out.
100 quid that he's going to give me after this podcast now. Then I'll get that out of him.
Right,
and then
where
I
are
turn
we?
around.
Where
and
are we at?
Fleet! Jesus, man, you're the only one that can't follow this story.
I'm just trying to trip you up so you forget. Come on.
So we're at Fleet, and we go in there,
sake.
walk into the hallway, and I turn around, and there's a sign up on the door, and it says, "Please be careful of the walls. There's already a few marks, and we've just paid £4,000 for this." I'm like, what? You've made 2,700 quid for pricing the job, and then sitting on your ass in Spain for 2 weeks?
No. I had to buy materials out of that.
No, the materials were on my price.
No, they weren't.
Yeah, they were.
No, they weren't.
I'm sure they
You didn't
were.
pay for them. I paid for the materials. I wouldn't take that out of your price, would I? I'm not a wanker.
All right, sorry, the materials, which was all of what, 20 quid worth of ceiling emulsion. There were
Don't
50
take the
quid, there's
piss.
70, and then there are 80 quid worth of wall emulsion
You
on
are
there.
taking-
So there's what?
Well,
Right, let's call
hang on
it
a minute.
250. So all right, he's made $2,500 for going out and pricing this job.
It's when I asked Ryan how much. No, because we had to buy two tubs of Indeco because you just slightly got into the other one. So
All right, 300 quid then. Sorry, you only made £2,400 off of the job.
I didn't make that off of you.
Well, all right, where'd the rest of it go then?
Tax for a start. Got to take tax out of that.
Right, there's 480 quid.
Right. Got to run the business empire. Look, all this doesn't come cheap, does it? Look at us.
I'm looking at you, mate. Nothing's appearing. I'm not getting any like miraculous bloody discovery out of it.
What I'm saying is though.
What are you saying is bullshit, bullshit, bullshit,
What I'm saying is.
bullshit,
What,
bullshit. I'm tripping you up now. It's not nice, is it?
all I'm saying is, we went there and I asked you for a price, and you gave me what you know.
Yeah. You think being his nipper that you wouldn't fleece me every time?
You fucking cheeky! I don't fleece.
I think the only job that I've made money out of you on was Hale Court.
Well, you made a good money. Well,
I made a good bit of cheddar off of that.
exactly.
But that's only because you couldn't be asked to do them.
I know. To be honest, I did do one. It fucking killed me. And thanks to Ryan, I got to hold my hands up. He did do an outstanding job there. And if I'm glad he did make money because he deserved that on that job.
It was
he
quite
deserved.
funny. We done. There were 4 hallways there, weren't there? We done one together,
Yeah.
and then the second one, you were like, "Oh, do you want a price for the other 2?" And I'll do. Like, Dad will do one. I'll do the other 2. And I said, "Yeah, no worries." So I was doing one, and I walked over to the one Dad was in, and he was on this bit of skirting, painting away. And I was like, I had a chat, went back into the one I was doing. About an hour later, came back, and I think you're about 3 foot further down the bit of skirting after about an hour and a half. And I was like, "You don't want to be here, do you?" You're like, "No, I don't."
It was a fucking job.
Yeah, it was a bit of a slogger, but
Yeah.
it's just the running up and down stairs. That's what kills me on the communal hallways.
We do work for a management company, and that's all we ever seem to get is communal hallways, and they are
They're all right.
To be
They're
fair,
always
that's-
a struggle to work in.
all you would get in it.
Yeah.
Well, the latest one was we had to hang contract vinyl, the metre wide stuff, and
Yeah, so it was,
There
it
was
was,
no
it was metre wide paper, and I think the width of this bloody
Hallway
no,
was
it
back-
wasn't metre. Wouldn't metre wide, was it? I thought it was 1200.
I don't know. It's out the back there if you want to have a look. Go and
No, I
measure
don't.
it.
I want to ignore that. I
Yeah.
want to forget about that job. That's another one like the bloody one in the winter with no windows in the walls.
Oh, it was. Well, it might. I don't know what it was, but
But either way, like
whatever the paper was, the hallway was about 200 mil bigger.
yeah, it was.
It was
horrible to work. in.
horrendous. And of course, when you go and price it, you don't actually think of those things too much.
Yeah, you just kind of measure up the walls. Oh yeah, blah blah blah. Oh, yeah, we'll get the ladder up here. But
Well, especially when you go there, especially when you go there and it's been wallpapered before, so with the same contract vinyl. So you think, well, other people have done it, so it must be possible.
yeah,
Yeah,
possible, but just not really.
It wasn't pleasurable.
We've got a very low tolerance for working too hard. You know, we'll put a shift in. We'll put a shift in. But if something's too awkward or too difficult, there's plenty of other people out there that will do it. You know what I mean?
No, we will do shit work.
For the right money, yeah, definitely. If we get enough money out of it, I'll go do anything. But you know,
there is the line you need. Yeah,
exactly. It's how
we'll
how
do any shit work for the right money.
Exactly. That's always the way, isn't it? Even when you price up jobs and you're like, I don't want to get this job, I'm going to put an extra like 600 quid on it just to, you know, if I get it, then I'm going to be happy that I've got it because I got the extra 600. That
and we've all done it. I don't. If you say you haven't, you're a fucking liar.
Yeah.
We've all done it. It's just the way it goes. So yeah, but no, there are some shit. Yeah, you know, there are some shit jobs.
Yeah, and we try not to fucking do them.
Yeah. Or the even shitter jobs are when you go to see a customer and they say, "If I help you, will it get cheaper?"
Probably not. No,
it won't get cheaper. It'll get more expensive because.
But I think that falls down to the educating customers and educating the general public about what we do, and you know,
yeah,
because. It is. They just think, oh yeah, you know, I'll just grab a brush and help them out. Like that woman on the charity job, she had a little. I gave her a little 6-inch Purdy roller, and she's got 2 hands on the thing, pushing it up and down the wall. And I'm like, oh, hold on. I was like, you need to be a little bit more gentle with that. And I even had my 12-inch, and I just pinched it in my hand and pushed it up against the wall, and it was laying off lovely. She's like, oh,
the roller do the work.
Exactly.
I made the same mistake. I think it's before you were with me. I did I did that Easter, yeah. I did that hairdressers over Easter.
Oh yeah.
You weren't with me. A woman there. I had a Worcester brush, pretty brand new when I used it. And can I borrow a brush? So I gave her this to lend her. Oh my god, they come back covered in paint.
Dad hardly lets me borrow his brushes.
Well, I don't know why I let her do it, but she did get told. Dad
gets itchy if his brushes, even the Bristles, ever see a bit of paint.
God. Well, that stuff is talking of paint and cleaning them up. Where is it?
What, the Pretty Boy?
Yeah.
Granted that I am the one that sells this, so there is a bit of bias there, but it is good stuff. The only I initially
this is a sponsored link, by the way.
Sponsored, but this is the £100 that Dad owes me for the fuel.
What?
That's how I'm getting a link in this podcast.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
Granted, like I am the one that sells it, but it started because I saw it on Instagram, and Brian, the bloke who runs made Pretty Boy Paint Cleaner, wanted some Stormeister brushes. So I said, well, if I send you a box of Stormeisters, because he's just a decorator that's started up this other thing on the side.
Is he as good as the Idaho painter though?
No one's as good as the Idaho painter.
No, buddy. Hey, buddy.
And yeah, so sent him this box of Stormeisters, and he sent a load of Pretty Boy over, and it's really good stuff. So I was like, can I start importing it? And you know, I don't make a lot of money off the top, like a quid, don't I? Like a quid off the top of it.
Unless the old man sells it for you.
Yeah.
Then we make 2.
Well, no, you told me only a quid. Yeah. See, he's robbing me again.
Fuck.
Got caught out there. Trip yourself up. But yeah, no, it's really good stuff, and I even juice it down a bit and then put it in a spray bottle, and it's good for just a bit of a general cleaner.
So if you want to have a look, it is on.
It's just on my Instagram at S&D Decorating. The link is in the bio.
And also
tinyurl.com/getprettyboyuk.
What's that then?
That's the link to the eBay thing.
What, mine?
Yeah.
Oh, was it?
Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah. So yeah, if you want it, it's on.
No, it's
eBay.
the link to some other bloke's eBay thing.
Well, I don't know what you're talking. It might have been Brian's email. But
if it's Brian's eBay, how would it get sold in the UK?
Know. This is a conversation we don't need to be boring the listeners with.
Sometimes I wonder about the man that runs this decorating empire in quotes.
Fucking circus. Also, we were talking about.
There you go. You know, we were talking about last time about you not being able to play any music. The only music I'll let you play is. Hang
on, I think I got it.
No, that's not it. No,
that's probably about as good as it's going to get. It.
Yeah, I'm trying to stop him doing stuff like that because it's really cheesy and really sad.
Oh, I've got buttons and I'm not trying to use them.
I don't think he's quite got yet what a podcast is in comparison to a radio show that was put out in like 1975 on the wireless.
The wireless.
Yeah.
Anyway, talking of decent tools that you should be getting in your kit, that Cyclone.
Well, yeah, it's good, but it's also
What?
like too good.
Let's just say what it is first.
Oh, okay, go on.
Cyclone is a paddle for mixing paint that you put in your cordless drill. It is £10,
yeah,
£12.
tenner, but it's got a nice little curved bottom, so you can properly jam it down the bottom of
So
the.
why you loved it at one time? Why have you fell out of love with it?
Only because it's that good that you can sometimes end up spilling paint everywhere if you got your.
Yeah, but you gear your drill down,
yeah,
don't you?
if you got your drill set a little bit too fast and you're a little bit too happy,
Yeah.
can sometimes do like a, and then just
It sucks.
fuck paint
Yeah.
everywhere, all up wherever you don't want it to be.
So maybe, word of warning: don't mix the paint in a customer's room. Take it outside and do it.
Or on a dust sheet.
Yeah, but it is definitely £10 well spent.
I'm going to cause some aggro here because Dad doesn't know this.
Oh, here we go.
But I bought a Cyclone and then Copycat had to buy one as well, didn't you?
I bought one first.
No, you didn't.
We got it off the course from.
Yeah, I bought one stood.
Anyway,
as
get
Tony
to the
Pearson Young was there using it, and you're, oh yeah, where'd you get it from?
get to the point.
Anyway, so Dad went away on holiday in Spain, and my Cyclone's in here, in his office.
Yeah.
But Dad had locked the office up. So I've taken his out of his van, and I don't think he's quite yet realised that I've still got it in the back of my car.
Funny you should say that. Bear with me.
he's actually genuinely just got up to go out and check. Yeah, mine's up there.
You know where it is?
Yeah.
Ah.
But because the shed was locked. So give it here, and I'll go put it in the car's parked round the back.
You can't have two.
No, I'll get yours out of it. I knew because he knows that I don't really wash it out, so the thing's covered in paint, and he's going to have a heart attack when he gets it back. That's why you shouldn't lock the office up.
Yeah, and this is why I make the money to cover fucking mistakes like you. It's not covering.
It's hardly a mistake. It's just a bit of paint. The thing's metal. It will come off easy enough with a bit of scrape. I'll leave you to.
You're
do
winding
that.
me up.
I'm always winding you up, but I did.
This could be the second part. The second and final podcast. You wouldn't do that to me. You know.
Would I not though? Would I not do it for the laugh?
No,
I mean,
you
look at the state of the one. Look at the state that I've left that one in.
Hang on a minute. Bear with me. That is in shit order. Well, it's only £10 coming out your wages, isn't it?
You're not paying me.
I will be eventually.
Yeah, you've had plenty of £10 out of me, mush.
So yeah, was that Cyclone?
Cyclone. It's just
Amazon?
It's literally it's just called Cyclone Paint Stirrer on Amazon, but it just saves all that effort of bloody knocking up paint with a stirrer.
And it does bring sort of paint back quite nicely, doesn't it?
Yeah, because they do say that sometimes if you got lumpy paint, a bit of a mechanical stirrer normally does a bit better than a stick.
Because I don't know if you found it, I have, that sort of, if you get it from merchants nowadays, it's not often stirred up that great.
Yeah,
it's
you
not
always have to
mixed
ask them to shake it up.
It's caught on the lid or something. So yeah, a little one, a stirring paddle like that is another worthwhile investment.
Yeah, and it's because it's flat as well. It's not like the normal, like the Axis one where it's a big, like a ball on the end and all
like
these
odd
angles
yeah.
to get to. This one is like just a flat bit of metal on a stick with some holes in it and stuff. I'm really not giving it a good description, but it's a lot easier to clean out.
Amazon's a place to have a look. Amazon
I still didn't
Cyclone.
clean it out though.
Yes, he did. He's being a cock.
I'm going to record it and put it on Instagram for you. We'll watch the old man have a stroke.
Yeah, he better not have done. That's what I can say.
I was going to sneak it back in the van, but I thought I'd better bring some drama to the podcast.
Ryan.
Like, Dad's actually sat there itching.
Starting to get itchy now.
Yeah.
Anyway, also, we were talking about decent tools. Moving on.
Well, I'm not so decent anymore.
Why do you have to be such a cock?
Because it's fun.
The next best tool we've got is that Purdy multi-tool.
Yeah, I've lost mine.
There's a fucking surprise.
You've probably got it actually.
Yeah.
As much as I'm bad for giving tools back with paint on them, at least I give them back. The amount of time I lose a brush or I lose a tool or something,
No, you don't
and
lose
it ends
it.
up back in Dad's fucking toolbox.
No, you don't lose it. I pick it up because you can't look after
I
shit
lose
all.
it because I've put it somewhere and then some twat comes along and picks it up.
Yeah, because you can't look after it.
I can look
Anyway.
after it if you just left it where it was.
Anyway, enough of this.
Can you imagine what we're like in customers' houses?
No, we're not like this in customers' houses. We behave ourselves.
No, we're quietly calling each other cunts in customers' houses. We're not shouting
We're
at each other.
texting it to each other.
Yeah.
Oh, you fucking
You
twat.
fucking wanker on WhatsApp to each other in different rooms.
Steady.
Sorry.
Shit. No, so Purdy multi-tool
Purdy Multi-Tool, yeah.
that's a game changer as well because it
I
folds.
wouldn't quite call it a game changer. It's pretty good.
Well, it is. I think it
Mate,
is.
you're playing a lot of different games if all of these things are game changers.
Have I said that as well? What else did I call a game changer?
You called yesterday a game changer quite a few things. Not
What?
yesterday, last podcast. I
Did
can't
I?
remember. Like going to see Colin, that's a game changer. The
No.
Cyclone, that's a game changer.
I'll tell you what, my game has fucking
we've
changed.
used some new tape. We've used some new masker tape. That's a game changer.
You're such a prick.
You being a prick. That's a game changer.
Yeah, you being a prick is just normal standard procedure. Listen, all right. So Ryan doesn't think it's a game changer.
Oh, it's good. I just you hype
Because-
things up quite a bit.
Of course, because it's a good little tool. It folds up in your pocket. You're not hunting around the van to find something to
Finding
knock.
like a mine in the back of his van.
You're not finding something to knock because it's got that metal end, isn't it? That you
Yeah.
can knock.
Sorry, I'll stop.
I'll tell you
I'm
what.
spinning the Cyclone. I keep hitting things on the desk.
Yeah,
I'll stop.
you
it.
might have heard that. So
What else is changing your game?
it's got the
Now what game are you playing now?
I'm trying to describe this Purdy multi-tool. You're not.
It's a painter's tool that can fold. You know, like the 10-in-1 painter's tools that have got a little bit for cleaning out your roller, a little bit of a scraper on it. There's a bottle opener on it, which is the best thing for a decorator. There's a paint tin opener
Need
on
a
it
fucking
as
drink
well.
right now. There's a bottle of rum in the
yeah.
cupboard.
So yeah, it's just your standard 10-in-1 painter's tool that folds, so it doesn't stab you in the arse when you bend down and.
Apparently, it's not a game changer either.
It's
So
not that much
come
of a
then.
game changer.
I've put 3 things on the table here.
Yeah, and I spent the whole first half hour of the podcast talking.
So what? Well, what else? What have you got that you think is
A game changer.
No, I knew you were going to say that as soon as I looked at you. What else have you got that has helped you with your job?
The Proform Blaze, yeah, it's Blaze. The Proform Blaze brushes, they're really good.
Yeah.
Just the flat brushes, but I've
Is that the ones that Farron Ball recommended?
yeah, not Farron Ball, the woman that was there, but we found out about Farron Ball, yeah.
She was what? She was the one
She
that.
wasn't employed by Farron
No,
Ball.
no. But she was the one
there.
that.
She
Yeah.
was like running the course.
Yeah. She was the one that
yeah.
said it.
Proform Blaze brushes, they're really good, but I've gone from the flats to the ovals now, and the ovals are really nice.
And they're reasonably cheap as well.
They're reasonably cheap. They cut in nice. They hold a lot of paint. They're really decent brushes. But then for sashes, Stormeisters, they're just amazing.
Yeah, you like that.
I do like the Stormeisters, the hybrid bristles. They're really nice.
We need to.
But I don't really have a lot of. I just know what I'm doing and just crack on with that. Like I don't look for the next big thing. I've got a system. I like working with a system.
This is why decorators become stuck in their ways because they're not looking.
It's not so much stuck in the ways.
Well, you
it's
already
just
started. You just said that.
Like today is I did change it. I'm not saying that I don't change the system, but it's like so Seb, the bloke that I'm working with, told me that he does one coat on the walls and then brings the skirtings all the way up to top coat and then tapes the top of them and then does the second coat of the walls
Why would you do that?
because it gives you a really nice clear line on the tape. And I thought, yeah, all right. So in one room, I done it the normal way we done it, which is walls, undercoat the skirting, walls, top coat the skirting,
Is that
but
not,
cut it in freehand.
Is that not the way people do it? I mean, like I say, I'm just
Yeah,
asking.
I think that's the old school way of doing it. I think that is the way everyone's done it for however long. But he told me that he brings the skirtings all the way up to top, and then masks up the top of the skirting, and then just
So what's he
runs
masking the top?
along.
Because this is the trouble we've had. The masking tape we've gone through to find a masking tape that don't pull the paint off the flipping
wall, but
walls
gives you a nice
would work. So what's he using for the
Well,
top?
we had
Is this
we had the
is this-
Axis. What?
Is this water based? We're talking about.
Yeah, why would Colin?
No, I'm
from
just
Paint
all right, I'm
Shack-
just asking because the
Yeah.
customer might have said they wanted something different. That's all.
No, it's all water. It's all
Right,
water based.
Okay. It might have seemed an obvious question, but I'm just saying.
It's not an obvious question, more a fucking stupid question.
I tell you what, you are so lucky in my
anyway.
nipper because if you weren't, I'd knock the fuck
You could
out of
fucking try, you old cunt.
Don't say her. Don't
Well,
say
I'm
that.
allowed one a podcast.
Yeah, well, don't
I'm
say
allowed
that.
one C-bomb.
I
a
do
podcast.
apologise for the C-bomb. That was not
deserved
called for.
though.
Not
Deserved.
really.
Anyway, but we had the Axis. What's it called? Like Razor 81. No, you're not got it up there.
Razor 81.
Yeah, something like that. But Seb was there, and I don't think he's used it before. And I said I think it's a bit high tack for that. And he pulled a little bit off, like pinched it between his thumb and his finger a bit, and then just looked at me and goes, "I'm getting worried now." And I'm like, "What?" He goes, "That is quite tacky." I'm like, "Yeah." So, but I think Colin's just going to bring some pink Tessa.
So
We're probably going to use pink Tessa to mask up the top of the skirt.
you've not masked it up yet?
Not masked up yet, no.
We can leave
The
to dry
the last thing I'd done today before leaving that job was to finish coat the skirting in the room that I'm going to go in there and do tomorrow morning before we do the radio show, 6 till 7 fixed radio.
Yeah, maybe.
Tuesdays.
Maybe.
Depending on how much they fuck us off.
I tell you what, don't even. Shall we or not? We might
Not
say
yet.
no. We'll save that for another one.
Yeah.
We'll save that for another
Yeah.
one because there's some shit going down, bruv.
That's what I mean by it gets towards the end when we know the people that we don't want to hear what shit we're talking are listening. If you're still here, that must mean you are enjoying the boring Decorators shite.
Yeah. The
about
idea is,
masking tape and brushes.
we talk crap to start with,
Yeah.
and then get to the
Yeah,
interesting
and then
stuff
get
for
to
the
good
people that
stuff
want to
when,
listen to
yeah,
us.
the people that actually listen.
Yeah. The dedicated few.
The dedicated decks.
So so hang on for the next 2 hours, and we should be telling you.
I'm not sitting with you for 2 hours and talking. I struggle fucking 8 hours a day. I've got to deal with you.
Oh, so trying to find tape that's stuck.
But no, not tape that's stuck.
Tape that
didn't
doesn't
stick
stick, yeah.
too well.
Yeah. That's a secret.
Yeah. So I don't know what we'll be using, but whatever shows up there, I'm not really nothing to do with me. It's whatever tape they give us.
Yeah. So that is like I said. We said in the previous podcast, it's difficult to find. That's
Actually, I do have a game changer for you.
oh really?
I've got it.
Here we go.
So I bought a Stanley tote tray the other
Tray?
day. Yeah. So like a little. Pardon me. It's got a handle in the middle and two little.
like
thing.
I've got the masking tape in,
Yes, sort of,
but bigger.
but bigger with a handle in the middle. And
Yeah, well, it's got handle.
have you seen the? Yeah, no, but it's not closed off. It's an open tote tray.
Yeah.
You know what they are?
Yeah, because I've got the masking tapes in
No,
mine.
it's not. No, it's not.
Oh,
Have you not seen the thing in the back of my car?
No, I'm
Black thing.
No.
Okay. Anyway, yeah. So it's a Stanley open tote tray, but it just means.
Hang on a minute, I'm just going to Google it.
Yeah, you Google it while I carry on talking. You didn't need to tell me that, or all of the people that are listening that, did you?
Not really. Carry on.
Anyway,
Was it Stanley?
oh my. Yeah, Stanley open tote tray. And it's really good because I can, in the morning, you kind of know what you're going through in a day. You don't just walk into a job and then suddenly start thinking about what you're going to do. You're having to think about it on the drive-in sort of thing.
Did you get it from Tool Station?
Yeah, that's the exact one.
Yeah, that's the same thing I got the masking tape in.
You have the masking tape. Oh, what is it in that? But in
that-
the shed.
No, it's in the van.
It's not in the van.
Yes, it is.
All right.
Anyway, if you're looking to buy one, let me just get an advert in for. Well, no.
Yeah, go on.
Stanley tool tray is $6.98, including the VAT from Tool Station.
Yeah, great.
Carry on.
I got mine from Wix,
That wasn't sponsored.
but it means that you can just kind of shove in everything you need, like a couple of rolls of tape, some filler.
I've got tape in mine.
A few brushes that you're going to use through the day, that sort of thing. You literally just carry that out and carry that in, and then you've got all your gear in that. You're not like going and getting something out of the van and then going back into the job and then going out to get something else and going back into the job. Like, you got most of your basics that you're going to use every day.
So it's like a toolbox.
Yeah, but easier to carry around. But the problem with the toolbox is that you end up just throwing more and more crap in there, and then the
Yes,
things
the
you do actually need end up in the bottom. Yeah, so this thing keeps it quite neat and condensed, and
Yeah, it looks alright.
yeah,
And it's pretty reasonably cheap.
yeah,
But the big question is it a game changer?
yeah. I'm now a fucking plasterer. Completely changed my game. I've suddenly started doing electrics, and I don't quite know where that's come from.
Right, let me turn this off because Ryan tell me off for looking on Google when I should be actually concentrating on the
Talking.
podcast. So, yeah.
What are we running now?
What? Time-wise?
No, it was in the marathon that we're on. Yeah,
It is a fucking marathon working with you.
You ain't lost no fucking weight over it, though, have you?
Wanker.
Four?
40 minutes.
40
right?
minutes. All right.
Is that
How much longer are these people going to be bothered to listen to us? Are we
I
just
dunno.
talking to ourselves now? This is
probably?
just going off into the internet ether.
So when do we talk about the juicy shit?
Well, do you actually have any juicy shit to talk about? I don't really.
I do.
Go on then.
Well, not now.
Why not now?
Poor old Joe.
Oh yeah, that's a bit of a shitter. So
Are we gonna go? We are going there.
should we just go there?
Well, yeah.
Do
Fuck
you give
it.
that much of a fuck about?
Not really. Well, no, I do, but people should be treated fairly.
Yeah,
And he
but
hasn't been
It's a different world, isn't it? Because in the building, if someone's being a dick to you, this is what I've always said is a good thing. Because my missus worked in like a corporate office for a bit, and the amount of people that would fuck her off, and she just can't go up to them and go, "You're being a twat. Stop being a twat."
Bear in mind, but 40 minutes. Should we save it for another one?
We can save it for another one. We can talk about. Oh, all right. Let me just get the point. We'll leave it on a bit of a
Game changer.
foreshadower.
A what?
A bit of foreshadowing.
What's that?
You've read all these books about storytelling. You don't know what foreshadowing is.
I haven't got that far.
Which is when you talk about something, but you don't quite, like,
Being a prick tease.
yeah, pretty much, yeah, exactly. It's exactly that. You just kind of you talk about something, and you give like a little bit of
Is it like on
an
Facebook
indication of
when?
what's going to happen? Oh yeah, what's wrong, hun?
Yeah.
That sort of
Babes,
thing.
babes, I
are
wish
you
I-
okay?
Oh, we've had so much. I wish I could tell you, but I can't. Well,
Oh,
then
yeah.
fucking don't put it on there.
Sorry about that peak there. But anyway, so that's one of the things I value about doing what we do, especially being on sites and stuff. If someone's being a twat, you just go up to them and you're like, "Mate, why are you being such a twat?" Don't you? You don't.
Yeah,
have
exactly.
to do this whole like
Bullshit.
sending snide emails with some passive aggressive stuff and I'm not going to do what they've asked me to do for the next day because they've annoyed me.
Yeah.
You just go up to them and you just
Mate,
stop being a dick.
on site, you've all got to work together.
Yeah, exactly.
And generally,
you will get on.
90% of the time you do.
But
There's
sometimes
always
someone
a
takes it too
cock
far.
in there.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And to be fair, if you do take it too far, if you're that bloke that's taking it too far and someone's not been happy with you, just hold your hands up and go, all right, sorry, yeah, I took it a step too far.
We're entitled to be cocks at, sometime.
Everyone's a
or
bit
other.
of a penis at one point or another.
Yeah, exactly.
But this world is a little
What,
different.
the
innit?
media.
Yeah,
Is it media?
the media
we call it
world,
media?
yeah, old media, because old media's dying.
Is it?
Newspapers, TV,
But it is DAB.
radio. Yeah, it don't mean it's getting any bigger. It's all about these podcasts now.
Oh, this is the future.
Yeah, it's the future. We're living in it.
Garlic bread.
But it's a little different world, isn't it? They seem to have not really give that much of a fuck about you.
Well, it seems to be that way.
Yeah.
Anyway.
There's no team spirit in there, is there? They just kind of tell you what you want to hear, and expect
There's
you
a
to
lot
deal
of
with it.
smoke being blown up a lot of arses, as far as I can see.
Yeah.
But
So
anyway, we're going to
if
leave
you've managed to make it this far, can you leave a comment of smoky arse?
smoky arse.
Smoky arse.
We've had a few hairy toes too.
Did we?
Yeah.
Woo! Thanks
So,
to the hairy toes.
Thanks to the
from
hairy
last
toe
week.
guys, all
You can now be
girls.
smoky arses.
So yeah, we're going to go smoky arses, and then next time we may even get to the proper.
Yeah, we may. We'll talk about this bit of foreshadowing that we've done, and I'm gonna
Foreshadowing.
out of this. I'm gonna Google it myself because I don't fully know what it is, and then I'm gonna explain to Dad like I knew it all along.
And then I'm gonna find some more game changing.
We're gonna be playing so many different games through the next week.
Anyway, thanks
See you next week.
very much for listening,
Next
and we
podcast.
shall speak to you next
Roll safe.
podcast.
Peace.